In the movie Catch Me If You Can, based on the true story of Frank Abagnale Jr., we follow a young man who masterfully impersonates pilots, doctors, and lawyers, all without ever being qualified for any of those roles. He forges documents, wears the right uniforms, and even speaks the right lingo. On the outside, Frank looks the part. He fools everyone. But underneath the surface, it's all a con. A carefully crafted performance for personal gain. Frank's story captivates us because it shows how far someone can go pretending to be something they are not. But it also challenges us to look at our own lives. Are there areas where we're just playing a part? Are we ever guilty of doing the right things for the wrong reasons? Projecting an image of godliness while our hearts remain far from God. This is exactly what we see in Genesis 34 through the character of Shechem. Like Frank, Shechem goes through the motions, doing what appears to be a noble act, even agreeing to be circumcised, but his motivation is selfish. He doesn't want God. He wants Dinah and access to everything that comes with being connected to Jacob's family. Both Frank and Shechem highlight a deeper truth. Looking the part doesn't mean being the part. Outward conformity without inward transformation is empty, and God is not fooled by it. As we dig deeper into Genesis 34, we explore what it means to be truly changed, not just in appearance, but from the heart. Genesis 34 recounts the violation of Dinah, Jacob's daughter, by Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite. After his sinful act, Shechem desires to marry Dinah and is even willing to be circumcised, along with the men of his city, to win favor with her family. At first glance, Shechem seems eager to align himself with Jacob's people. He does something strange, submitting to circumcision. But when we look deeper, we find a glaring heart issue. Shechem wasn't moved by reverence for God or a desire to participate in the covenant God had made with Abraham, as mentioned in Genesis 17. Instead, he was motivated by lust and greed and a selfish desire for gain. Shechem said that he loved Dinah, but his actions said otherwise. He had violated her, and now he was manipulating spiritual practices for personal gain. He didn't submit to circumcision out of obedience to God or repentance, but as a means to an end. This exposes a powerful truth. Outward acts of religion or obedience mean nothing if our hearts remain unchanged. Circumcision, as established in Genesis 17, was a sign of the covenant between God and his people. It was a physical symbol of an inward commitment to live set apart for God. But Shechem distorted this sacred symbol for selfish ambition. He changed his flesh, but not his heart. This reminds us that God isn't impressed by religious performance. He desires inward transformation, a heart that's surrendered, not just a life that looks spiritual from the outside. Are there areas of your life where you're going through the motions of obedience without a heart that's truly surrendered to God? What motivates your acts of devotion? Is it love for God, or is it love for something else? Are there spiritual performances you're clinging to, hoping they'll bring blessing, but lacking the heart transformation that God really desires? Shechem reminds us that transformation is not about what we do outwardly, but about who are we becoming inwardly. Don't settle for behavior modification when God is calling you to heart transformation.